What's up everyone, it's Ross Wilson here. So today we're going to go over tapping, and not just the tapping technique or anything like that. We're going to go up a few ways on how you can spice up your tapping riffs. Because even though this is such a great and popular technique, it's one of the most versatile techniques on the guitar. Because your picking hand is now free, you can actually move around anywhere in the fretboard, meaning you have unlimited possibilities for licks and melodic shaping. Unfortunately, most guitarists go no further than the one string licks. So let's have a look at a couple of different ways in which we can spice things up. Now the first exercise we're going to have a look at here then is the stutter tap. This is a great little trick for sounding fast on the guitar without actually having to put in too much effort. You've just got to have really good coordination. The idea being that the note you are tapping down is going to be the note that you also pull off with your finger. So you're doubling up on the same note. So we're going to take 5 and 8 on the bottom string there. And what we're going to do is tap down first of all that 8th fret. And then pull off to the 5. As we pull off, we're then going to slam our little finger back down into the 8th fret as well. And hopefully it produces this double up sort of sound. Now you've got to have that coordination to make sure that both fingers don't catch at the same time. And I would pretty much just sit there and just practice with the metronome, with backing tracks, and speed that up ever so slowly. Don't try and run with this. We want to make sure we get the coordination and the timing right. If you go too fast, you may fall apart in the rhythm and it'll just sound bad. So build it up slowly, try and get the coordination there. Until you get that kind of fast doubled up sound. Now you could just leave it there and practice that and move around the fretboard a little bit, but we're going to put in this into a little lick using some more of the notes there in that scale. We're going to use the notes 10, 12 and 13, and we're basically just going to do a bar's worth of stutter taps, and then we're going to pop in at the very last one, the 10, 12 or 13. This just adds a little bit of melodic variety, but it's also going to break up the fact that you're repeating the same motion over and over again, and it should help with your endurance on this. So the second exercise we're going to have a look at then is using the tap slide. Now I love using this because it creates such a cool sound, but again, it's mostly only used on one bottom string. So the idea of the tap slide is where we would tap down on a note and then slide that tap note up one. So you've got to keep the pressure on the slide as you move. If you lift, the noise is just going to go as well. So keep your finger held down, slide it up, and then pull off to your note. And you'll get that tap slide sound. Now again, this is quite a boring way of doing it, so let's have a look at a little creative lick that we can use with this that moves around the pentatonic scale. The idea being, we are going to fret the pentatonic scale and we're going to tap some notes in the extension. So the last kind of exercise we're going to do then is multi-finger tapping. This is where we're going to throw away the pick and use different fingers on our picking hand to tap the notes across. This does require a lot of coordination, and again it's going to feel weird at the start because mostly you're only used to tapping with one of those two fingers. Bringing in the other fingers is going to take some time to build up the coordination, so just go slow with it to begin with. So in order to do this, we need to change our hand position ever so slightly. Instead of kind of approaching from the side, which a lot of you probably do to tap like that, we're going to move our hand to almost mirror what our fretting hand does, with coming over the top, supporting with the thumb behind the back of the neck there. Our fingers are then going to tap straight down into the frets that we want. So in this case, in this exercise, we're going to tap the first finger down, follow it with the second finger then, and then follow with the third. And what we need to do is basically start off by getting used to walking across those ones. You might get a bit of feedback to begin with. That's okay. We're concentrating more on actually hitting the right notes. We can practice any excess noise and muting after that. So try just putting your hand over the fretboard, or if you've got a fret wrap, put it over the strings and just practice first of all that coordination of walking up and down the notes. Once you've gotten used to that and you feel that you're quite accurate, then you can tackle the excess noise and try to mute some of those strings out. Now, just to make this even more complicated, we're going to throw a tap slide in there as well on that 16th fret. So we're going to go 14 with the 1, 16, slide up to the 17, and then slide back down. Pop that in with the rest of this and let's see what this sounds like. So there's a lot to learn when it comes to tapping. I could sit here for ages just going over different exercises, tricks and techniques that we can do. I will have a few more videos going up on some of these, but if you really want to get a head start on this, go down to the link on Patreon and you can actually just download the entire tapping course there, where you can just get access to a full book of 70 exercises, which will take you right the way through from those one string sequences all the way through to advanced multi-finger ones. So if you want to get a head start on things, check that out. If not, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.